Hey, TechKnowStuds. In this lesson, let's start setting that foundation of how we keep data safe and the different ways that we keep data safe. When it comes to data, there's certain things I'm concerned about. For instance, when I need certain data, I need to make sure that it's available to me. An example might be a rewards number. Maybe I have a reward account that has some sort of number attached to it that I need to use to get discounts. Maybe it's at a coffee shop, maybe it's at a grocery store, maybe it's somewhere that I shop and I have this rewards number. Well, I want to make sure it's available to me when I need it so I can get that discount. There's other data I'm also concerned with making sure it remains hidden, that there's not the wrong people that can see that. For instance, my passwords, maybe it's a password to log into a bank account. I certainly don't want that to get out and for others to see that. The other thing that I need to be concerned about possibly is the accuracy of it. Maybe it's some sort of financial records or some sort of data that I have that I make decisions off of. Well, I want to make sure that that data, financial records would be a good example of this, is accurate and unchanged. That is not going to just magically change as things go along, that there's a certain amount of what we call integrity with that. In fact, each one of these has a name attached to that. We talk about that accuracy or making sure that it's unchanged. The name for that is integrity. If we are talking about making sure things are hidden, we call that confidentiality. And if we want to make sure things are available to us, we call that availability. In fact, these terms are so prevalent when it comes to data safety or what we call security and even other realms of security that we have this model called the CIA triad. It's what we use to make sure that we're maintaining a certain amount of confidentiality, integrity, and availability of our services or our data or other realms that we want to make sure we're maintaining a certain level of security. This gives us perspective of how we're going to protect our data. And there are different ways. And once again, this is not a real in-depth list of different ways that we can keep our data safe, but a few examples. For instance, with confidentiality, maybe we are practicing some sort of access control or encryption on that data. For integrity, maybe we're using a hashing algorithm or using some sort of parity bits, or there's other ways that we can keep integrity. We also have availability, and we're doing things like keeping things redundant, or if something fails, then we have a secondary copy of that data, so we keep it available. So what we're going to do is we're going to start exploring different ways that we can maintain availability, confidentiality, and integrity.